Friends, good morning. Welcome to DSEJ Home Classes. And it's me, Murtaza Khan, teacher, Government Higher Secondary School, Behrooti. So, dear students, the topics that we have selected for the today in our class discussion is punctuation. It is not only for the class 10th and 11th, but it is beneficial for the student from class 6 to class 12th as well, because the punctuation is a very essential and very important in the in English language and writing English language. So, students, let's start our discussion with this sentence. The teacher said the student is a fool. As in your screen, the teacher said the student is a fool, is unpunctuated. And the next sentence is the teacher said, comma, inverted comma, student is fool, the punctuated. Or the teacher said the student is fool. That is the punctuated form from the above sentences. These two sentences, the first sentence is unpunctuated, while the second sentence, which is punctuated, and the first sentence, it doesn't have any sense. But the second and the third are the punctuated in different ways, and hence and in different way, in such they are giving a different sense. The second shows the student is fool, and third shows the teacher is fool. It happened due to punctuations. You get, the teacher said the student is fool, the teacher said the student is fool, and the third one, the teacher that student is fool. The meaning of the first sentence, the teacher said, it shows that the student is fool, and third shows the teacher is fool. It happened due to the punctuation. So the punctuation is derived from the Latin words punctuum. Latin words punctuum. Punctum. Punctuans. You can pronounce it punctum, which means a point, means the right use of putting in point or stop in writing the English language or English sentences. The following are the principal stops, that is capital letters, full stop, that is capital letter A, B, C, D, E, F,
P colon.
and then full stops, comma, that is Ram, Sham, and Rahim, semicolon, colon, sign of interrogation, sign of exclamation, inverted commas, dash, hyphens, brackets. These are the some principal stops. And let's, this is as you derived from that word, full stop, capital letters, comma, Ram, Sam, and Rahim, semicolon, colon, sign of interrogation, sign of exclamation, yeah, yes, and inverted commas, dash, hyphens, brackets, and these are some basic and the following principal stops. Let's use capital letters A, B, C, and D. The capital letters are used, number one, they are the rule to where we use the capital letters when the beginning a sentence. In the beginning of a sentence, the capital letter is used to, for example, I am going to school. The I is the beginning and I must be the capital letters. We hate bad boys. So the sentence is begun with W and the W is capital letters. To begin all proper noun and adjective derived from them as moon, M must be capital, Son, Delhi, the Himalayas, the Gangas, India, China, Chinese, etc. The first letter of these words that I have spoken must be in capital letters. for all the nouns and pronouns referring to gods. All for the pronouns that is referring to gods as the Lord, He, Him, His, the Almighty. The first sentence must be in capital letters. And the fourth rules to begin the first word of reporting speech. First word of reporting speech, the first word Ashoka said, I am going to Agra. So I must be capital letter because it's a reporting speech. Then for degrees, titles and abbreviations, the first letter must be capital for Padam Shri, Bharat Ratna, Raisab, MA, B.Ed, BA, LLP, and MBBS. For all these words, the first letter must be capital in English writing and good punctuated one. To write the pronoun I, that is, it's I who am to blame. So I is capital because it is a pronoun. He want to see the film, but I refused. Is I is in the middle of the sentence, but is a huge instant of the noun that and his must be capital. So though it is I am to blame, so he wanted to see the film, but I refused. So the next to begin the introduction and personifications such as alas, oh my god, oh death, oh sleep, extra, the such word the capital letter is used in the beginnings. Beginning of interjection and personifications such as I have told you alas, oh my god, death, and sleep extra. To begin the names of language, for example, Hindi, English, Punjabi, Dogri, Pahari, whatever, the first letter of the any language must be in capitals. Number 2, subject, history, English, geography, political science, mathematics, all the first letter must be capital. So dear students, the name of month, for example, March, April, May, June, whatever, the name of the month must be capital. Then the days, that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the names of the day, the first letter is capital. Festival, Deepavali, Eid, extra. Religion and sects, that is Hinduism and extra, must the first letter will be Muslims, Sikhism, and so on. The religions and sects, the first letter must be capital. Political parties such as National Conference, Bharatiya Janata Party, and so on, the first letter must be capital. Books, newspaper, and magazines. Books, newspaper, and magazine. The Gita, the Bible. The Bible, B must be capital, but I have written in a small, that is the clerical mistake. The Tribune, the Tribune is also a newspaper name, but it must be capital. But I have written, this is wrong there. The historical buildings, the Taj, the Red Fort, the Golden Temple, is it clear? And the important historical events, that is First World War, after World Cup, First World Cup, historical events, so it's the capital letters, the first letter must be capitals. So the next principal stop is full stop. The full stop represents the greatest pause and separation, so that the sentence is complete. That after that you want the sentence, after the end of the sentence, it is the greatest pause and separate the sentence. The full stop is used to mark the end of a declarative or imperative sentences such as get out from here, and the full stop. Is it clear? Get out from here, full stop lagega. I have been ill since Monday, and full stop. The full stop can be used in the abbreviations but often omitted in the modern style, that is BA, RBA, M full stop P, MP, UN, U stop, full stop N, full stop O, that is UNO, and in modern style UNNO. However, we use the full stop when we write abbreviations in small letters, that is PM, AM, E.g. for example जैसे हम E.g. लिखते हैं PM, that's WVWEF from that extra that we used for stops. And in the crunch English, Doctor, Mr. and Miss occurs without full stop as they have come to regard as full spellings. So they are recorded as full spelling. So there's no need of a full stop. Comma is the third main stop, that is Ram, comma, Sham and Rahim. So comma. The comma represents the shortest pause, as the full stop represents the greatest pause in separation, but the comma represents the shortest pause. Shortest pause. Comma is used to separate the series of words in the same constructions. That is, India, comma, full stop, comma, Sri Lanka and Nepal are the against terrorism. So India, comma, Pakistan, comma, Sri Lanka and Nepal are the terrorism. Ram, Sam and Mohan and Ram, Sam, Mohan, Rahim, all comma and Karim are playing footballs. To mark off noun or phrase, to mark off the noun, to mark off the noun or phrase in, that is, Milton, the great English poet, was blind. Pandit Nehru, comma, the full Prime Minister of India, died in 1964. To mark the direct quotation of rest of the sentences, that is exactly so said Alice. What are you? Yes, what are you doing, Simon? Lord of the universe, shield us, guide us. So in non-defining classes, during my stay in India, I wish Jammu, which is called the city of temple. I wish you are to separate your kings, your late, and we will speak your protection and extra to separate verbical classes from its principal class. When I was bachelor, then comma you will I when bachelor I will leave myself. If you work hard, comma you will pass.